Hey, Frankie Valley, he gets the people going.
That's just too many points.
I was like, hey, Gabe, how's it going? I love your work.
Dudes on the Mall is the podcast to listen
Dudes on the
to.
Mall, week 11 coming to you here. Uh, Short week this week with a Friday night game coming off of our trip to Waco. Say, how'd you guys enjoy it?
I tell you what, Brandon, I love Texas so much that I decided to stay here for an extra couple of days. So
By
I
your
figured,
own free will, or
yeah. No, we're in Corpus Christi, Texas this week, and I tell you what, the flight over to Corpus Christi, not long, not long from Dallas.
the
Uh,
fact that you had to layover was crazy.
yeah, if you fly Southwest, so this is just a helpful hint for people who decide to fly Southwest in Texas. If you want to get to Corpus Christi from Dallas, you have to connect through Houston. And both flight segments are an hour, and I feel like I probably could have driven here and gotten here quicker. So take a direct flight if you can. But
You just wanted the miles.
yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, one of the points, and not, not that I already had this book and it was a good option. And maybe part of it is just my IQ and my intelligence. I just the lack thereof. Um, but yeah, we're here, we're thriving, we're surviving, and we are blue this week. That's what we'll say. We're nice and blue for more reasons than one.
We had a good time in Waco, though. I mean,
That
it's
was a great time.
just I think we said it a couple times. If you just like the game didn't happen, awesome trip.
It was a great. It was
Yeah.
one of the best. It was one of the most fun trips we've had, I think. And the worst part about it was losing. The worst part about it was flying out there to watch a field goal.
Yeah.
I think even at the game, we had a good time. It's just the product on the field wasn't fun.
We had a great time. We
Oh,
also came to the realization that we all suck and everybody is just so nice. And,
we were such
and
bad
in most situations, we're the assholes, you know?
They didn't even boo us when we ran on the field.
Did boo us, the prayer before the game, that's crazy.
Well,
None
just
of
the general just population, and just I was sitting there. I don't know if you guys were up at the bathroom or whatever. But I'm sitting there, and this lady walks by, and she just looks at me. I'm wearing, UCF shirt or my jacket, and she's just like, "Welcome to McLean Stadium. Good luck today, boys." And I was like, "What? What?"
What?
I didn't know how to. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I was there just like,
My
thanks, you
favorite part
too.
of the whole trip was when we were, or not the whole trip, but the whole game is when we were leaving the game and we're walking across the bridge and we're trying to figure out how the hell to get back to the car. And the dude comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Where y'all trying to go? Oh, yeah, you just go this way, that way." And then Josh looks at me
unprompted.
after he walks away and Josh goes, "That guy's better than me, dude. I would have given you wrong directions."
Completely unprompted. The guy, because like we're just kind of just walking. I think we might have been like mentioning like, oh, a little bit.
I think I was pointing. I was like, "Oh, I think if we go that way." And then he like chimed in and was like, "Oh, where y'all trying to go?" And I was
I'm
like,
trying to
"Oh,
go.
okay." So you're just, yeah. All right.
Absolute saints
Well,
out there in Waco.
I don't know if you want to look at it as on the bright side or not. Maybe it's because you'll get a little feisty this weekend. But we got one of the worst fan bases coming to town this week against Houston with some
Hell yeah.
some fans that necessarily don't get along with us and aren't too nice. So it might be back to your regularly scheduled screaming and yelling this weekend.
Thank God. I was literally, we were walking across the bridge. I was begging for somebody to chirp me. I was like, "Please, somebody, please." There's a
But
full,
you, all the,
we're about to go watch it, like grown dudes just hit each other for 3.5 hours. Somebody say something.
that's what I said. This is what it was like at K State. This is basically what it was like. I don't even. I can't even like. There wasn't even. I didn't even hear a fan get like cuss at a ref or anything. Nothing.
No. Yeah.
No. What absolute sickos we are. I mean, we are really sick. We are truly sick fucks. Okay, we are so sick that we're like, oh, let's. I want to get in a heated conversation. I want to argue. I want to yell at somebody. I want to scream at a baby. Oh, no, we are absolutely sick in the head. I think. I think we need Xanax. I think we need Xanax. I think we're too hot.
Xanax. Mm.
We'll cover the game real quick, do a super quick Waco recap, and then we'll dive into the space game if that sounds good.
Let's do
Sounds
it.
good to me.
Um, The stats are really depressing, so I'm not going to go too deep into them. I'm just going to throw out a couple key things. UCF, 1 of 11 on third down. What are we
Oh,
doing?
brother.
Um, red zone 0 for 2, fourth down 0 for 3. Um, I'm trying to find a bright spot here. Not really much. Passed for 151, only rushed for 74. I think if you want to even call it a bright spot, we held Baylor to 267 passing, and that's very like conservatively held them. Um, Gave up 150 on the ground. But they were we did force 17 third downs. So defense was trying to do their thing to keep us in the game. Uh, they did convert 8 of those, but again, less than 50% conversion on third. And we did get a fourth down stop. It was 2 for 3 on fourth downs. Um, so I think moral of the story is once again, defense holding us in the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at this, the first half, the second half. First half, I mean, we're going into half. What was it, 20-3? Uh,
Yeah.
It should have been
and
20
we
nothing.
only held them to 10 points in the second half. Like it's like the defense has gone out there and done their job. It's just it's hard. It's hard for two reasons. One, they can't make a stop every single drive because B, I think I said one instead of A, but B, two, whatever I said, uh, they're on the field like the whole, so they're
Yeah.
gassed, they're tired, they're going to extreme lengths to try to make stops, and they do great, but obviously that it's the bending can only go so far to where eventually it's going to break. And that Trig guy, number one, what an absolute dog for Baylor. Like shout out to that guy for just the pure athleticism and the pure I want to say manhandling of our DBs.
No, manhandling is the correct word. Yeah. That was a grown man's catch in the corner of the end zone. That was.
I mean, he meant that shit. Like he was like,
Yeah.
and that one-handed catch, like we were like, oh, maybe it's not a catch or whatnot. And then they show the replay, and we're like, oh my
Man.
god,
OPI maybe. Who's to
yeah,
say? Doesn't matter.
he still
Hell of
made
a catch either way. Whether it was OPI or not, hell of a catch. You can say that. So
Well,
yeah.
I think this is one of the first times this year that we've had a loss where we're sitting here like, yeah, no, there was no shot we would have won this game if we did X, Y, Z.
Yeah. Not even close.
I think
Yeah.
this is what it feels like to be a Bengals fan, except flip. Like they score a lot, can't play defense. We can play defense, we just can't score.
It's a good point.
yeah, except our quarterback is like, if Joe Flacco had like, if Joe Flacco was like a baseball player, then yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to. I
Uh,
literally. Sorry, good.
I was say you have game notes.
Oh yeah. Not really. I'm gonna be honest. My last game note is the Buffalo chicken fries were the best part of the game. So my game notes stopped at halftime. They just stopped. I just didn't feel like doing it anymore. Um, but yeah, I mean,
You know what sucks though is
and I
that you
haven't.
eat those with
Sorry, go ahead.
spoons.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Yeah,
the
no
Buffalo
forks
chicken
in.
fries. We walked around the entire concourse, couldn't find a fork anywhere, so we ate this shit with spoons. Josh got a picture of it. I think he posted it to Twitter. I don't know.
It's on Twitter, yeah. And the
Whatever.
dorks on the ball Twitter.
The dorks on the wall. Dallas Fort Waco, baby.
That's what the W in DFW stands for. Waco. Hey,
Yeah.
those of you on Twitter, if you, I mean, obviously outsiders, people who, aren't friends of the program, you're not going to know what's going on. But hey, you got to recognize sarcasm when you see it. I understand that you don't want to give us the benefit of the doubt because we're just good old dumb UCF. Uh, we know that TCU's in Fort Worth. We know that the stockyards are in Fort Worth. We know that the W in DFW doesn't really stand for Waco. So when you question, oh, I really don't know if you're joking or not, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's genuine concern or
Yeah.
if you're trying to flame us. Either way, you got to recognize that we are full of shit. So
We're joking. That's
joking.
like- yeah. Anyways, back to the game. Just dude, it just terrible all around. Josh said it. We flew all the way to Waco to watch field goal. Um, Offense was just awful. Taven was terrible. We're back to the Cincinnati game where defense does their jobs, but if this offense was even average, we'd be okay. That offense was not average. The O line is terrible. Taven can't throw the ball. Our receivers can't catch. We don't have any dudes. I still don't know why Miles gets way more touches than Jaden in the offense. I feel like I say it every week, but all Miles does is kind of shimmy in the background and then get like 1 or 2 yards maybe. And it's because our O line is bad. It's not Miles' fault. But Jaden's way faster than Miles. So when your O
Jane can
line
hit
is
the corner.
trash, exactly. When your O line is trash, you need somebody with that kind of speed to create the holes that the offensive line isn't making. So I don't know why that. It's like every time Jaden gets in the game, he has like a good carry for like 5 or 6 yards, and then Frost is like, that was too easy. Back to the sideline.
They
So
are they are not challenged enough.
no, literally. So, and yeah, and like the play calling was making me like super angry on Saturday, but I don't know if that's just like Frost being like exactly what I just said. We don't have guys, so like I just can't call plays for these guys. I don't know. But anyways, defense was fine. I mean, 30 points, but like you said, they kind of did their job to the most part. Like that's a pretty solid offense, and we allowed 20 points in the first half after. Well, they had a good drive, so the defense was tired. We came out, had like a 30-second drive, three and out, and then they're right back on the field. Next thing you know, you blink and we're down 14-0. So, um, you take away that aspect of it. Like if Dwayne Thomas like catches that drag, gets the first down, extends the drive a little bit, maybe we're looking at a different game. Not saying we would have won this game, just a little lower scoring for
If we would have got
Baylor.
a touchdown.
Right? Maybe you never know. Maybe we would have seen at least one. But yeah, I don't know. That offense, dude, like I think I've said it a couple times, I said it to you guys, but like that offense would struggle against a high school team right now.
Yeah.
Like on
Especially in
Saturday.
Texas.
Like if we yes, or like who's the best team in the state? Like Popka, Edgewater? I don't know.
I don't
Like
know who's good right now.
yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know. But that offense would struggle against them. I can promise you that. Like that
St.
team.
Thomas Aquinas,
There you go. There-
IMG Academy.
IMG,
That's a good one. Good pull.
American
But
Bishop
Heritage,
Sycamore.
Miami Central,
Bishop Sycamore. Jesuit.
Lake Howell.
Jesuits usually pretty good. Lake
Spruce
Howell,
Creek
yeah,
High
sure.
School.
So yeah, it was a tough watch, and I did not watch the highlights. I did not watch the pressers. I didn't watch anything. I'm done with this team. The crazy thing is, I can't figure this team out. Are we like dookie trash, or are we just like not good? Because
No,
like some
we're
weeks
good
we're
because we
dookie
beat West
trash, and then
Virginia.
other weeks we put 45 up on West Virginia. I don't understand it. Like, how are we so different every week? You have no idea what you're gonna get.
West Virginia has the best passing offense in the nation.
Apparently, back to back 300-yard games. I'm gonna talk about them
Well,
later. I saw that team.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that I'm wrong?
outside of the game, overall fun trip. Josh, have you seen the sun in Dallas?
Considering I'm not in Dallas, no.
But
But
you left.
Have you
You
seen
left
the sun
after
in
Justin
Texas?
and after Justin and I. So I didn't know
Oh,
if you
true.
maybe saw the sun.
the sun crested over the horizon as like I would say maybe 5 minutes after takeoff. So
Hmm.
the answer is no. I did not see the sun in Dallas at all.
For anyone wondering, there's no sunshine in Dallas. It's dark from about what time did we land? 8:30, 8:45
Mm.
p.m. until 8 a.m. So there's no sun. Doesn't exist.
No, no sun. No, we drove down to Waco, left at 6 o'clock in the morning to drive down to Waco. It was pitch black the entire drive there until we got to Waco.
It
And then
literally didn't. Yeah, sun didn't come up till 8.
The
exactly.
best part is we were at the bar in Waco, and when we left the bar, it was still light out. But by the time we got back to Dallas, it was dark.
It's dark.
Pitch black, man. With a time change in between, we really got unlucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sun doesn't exist in Dallas, Texas. I would like to talk about, and this is something I think that'll lead us into this week. Um, I'm a big fan, as you know, I've mentioned many times on this show. I'm a big fan of like the environment events that surround the college football game. I'm big on, the fans being there. I'm big on, the in-game entertainment. I'm big on, the experience. Obviously, we're fans of concessions because we're fat, but I'm also a big fan of tradition. And what I liked about the Baylor game is I liked all of the tradition before the game. So like Justin made mention of it, they do a prayer every game since they are a private Christian university, but also they have something, it's called the line, right? the Baylor line. So where all the freshmen will run onto the field, they'll line up, alongside the tunnel, and then the team will run out with all the freshmen there. Then the freshmen go to take their seats in the student section. I just think since that's been going on for a while and they have a whole bunch of other traditions, I just think that's really cool to have, longstanding traditions that everyone who is affiliated with your university knows about. And as an outsider looking in, I can really appreciate that. Now, with that being said, we got some tradition coming up on Friday, and I'm excited. One of those traditions better continue on in the fact that we don't lose on space games. So
not to jump ahead, but do we want to dive into the game preview?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I didn't know if we had anything else on the Waco trip or not. We can come back to it if we have anything.
Yeah.
Coming up on Friday, obviously never lost a space game. I did pull up some stats. Second time we've played Houston in a space game. All-time series UCF
This is our
leads.
first repeat opponent. I think it is, right?
in a space game,
In a space game,
I
yeah,
bel-
obviously.
in a
Yes.
space game it is. And then also I know for a fact that we did play Houston because we do have a podcast titled "Will the Real Space You Please Stand Up?"
Nice.
Go back and listen to it if you want to hear our predictions for that game.
I believe that was the 2020 space game.
It was.
I think it
No,
was
no,
23.
because we were wearing white.
23.
I think it was
Yeah.
20
No.
or 22.
No, wasn't it? No,
Well-
because we had Dylan Gabriel. Wasn't it like 2019?
Might have been 2019.
Are you
I'm
sure?
pretty sure it was the white unis in 2019.
Well, either way,
I'll do some
this was-
research. You keep talking.
yeah. 12th time that we have played Houston in our history. We currently lead the series 8-3. And we're coming in on a 3-game winning streak spread across 2019 to 2023. So we're usually good for playing Houston every other year. I know we hinted at it earlier, but if you got to rank the teams that we just absolute grind our gears and make us pretty mad, I think you put like USF,
Houston's my
Louisville,
number 3.
Memphis on there. Houston's right up there with them. Right up there. Every time we play in, there's some cheap shots, there's some fights that break out. Fans are mean, like it's Louisville-esque. I think the guys get a little bit more chippy. But Houston coming in off of a loss to Powerhouse West Virginia.
Sickening.
Houston was ranked last week. They are now no longer ranked after some people on this podcast lobbied for them to be ranked several times this season.
Some people on this podcast bet on them against West Virginia.
Yeah. So all
2
that being
touchdown
said,
favorites.
all that being said, I do believe Houston's still ranked in the AP poll. I think they're 22 in the AP poll.
That's crazy.
All that being said,
before we move on, also sorry, it was 2019. We won 44-29.
And accountability. That was a normal game that we played Houston.
we opened this game as 2.5-point dogs, and according to Hard Rock, as of earlier today, are now 1.5-point favorites. ESPN Matchup Predictor has us with a 60% chance to win, and there's only 2 things that can account for this swing in percentage points and for the line movement. 1, ESPN and the bookmakers found out it's a space game. Going to cover themselves. 2, the trend happened, and the trend is 4-0 at home games.
See how we switched it to home games.
Well, it's 4-0 at home games. You can't
Right.
argue the analytics.
You're right. It's 0-1 on the road. It's 4-1.
It's 0-1 on the road. It's 4-0 at home. So that being said, Vegas knows. And outside of that, I'm not going to give keys to the game other than a couple of things. And they're not going to be led by stats. Actually, I guess they kind of are. 1, we have to convert more than 1/3 down. That's key number 1. Key number 2 is going to be crowd energy. Space game, Friday night, 8:00. Place needs to be rocking. They got to play the video. They need to play the Bounce House After Dark video, Tower of Terror. The lights are going to be blue. I think there was a launch this week also. So key of the game 2 is going to be game atmosphere, and number 3, score in the red zone.
How about just
Just
score?
score. But in all reality, I do think that we match up well with Houston. Granted, they do have a very high-powered offense. Um, just kind of looking over some stuff for them. Uh, they do put points up. Um, they are 13th in red zone efficiency in the nation. Um, Other than that, they give up some sacks. They're 79th in passing, 60th in rushing, but they're pretty efficient on offense and they don't turn the ball over. But their defense is relatively solid. 31st on third down conversions, 49th in passing, 50th in rushing. So it's not like we're playing like a juggernaut on either side of the ball. Like, don't get me wrong, like this is a really solid team top to bottom. If this is a road game, I'll be honest, I give us no shot. But because we're at home, it's a space game. We're coming off of a loss. Maybe our guys were looking ahead to it this week. I like the matchup, and I think that this is a get right week for us, and we figure it out. I don't think we blow them out. I think this is a good, solid game. But there's not even key to the game. Key to the game is just go out and do what we need to do. I know it's not a key. That sounds silly, but like if we go out and play how we're capable of, there's no reason we can't win this game.
I agree with you. I mean, but if we play to our potential all season, we'd be a much better team than we are.
Oh yeah, we are, but we don't do that.
So I don't know. Yeah. I would be lying if I didn't say I wasn't nervous for Friday. Do I think that we still are gonna have the magic of the space game and stuff on our side? Sure. Houston's a good team. They don't like us, we don't like them. Should be a fun one, but who knows? Could this be the first loss in the space game? We'll see.
There's no chance of rain on Friday, unfortunately. So the tarp
Oh,
will be staying on.
well, they
Well,
don't
you
have
remember?
to.
Do you remember that year that the Ravens had like, oh, I mean, they always have really good defense, but there was one year, I don't remember the year, but the Ravens had like an insanely good defense, and everything that was crazy that happened at midfield on the Raven logo. Do you guys remember this? This is a long time ago. Like they would force every turnover came on the Raven logo. It was just this freak thing. Space game is a freak thing.
This game is a freak thing.
Like everyone gets amped. They already have the lights dancing blue. The energy's high. Like I think from a pure fan standpoint, as long as the fans show up on Friday, that uh that could carry us to a win.
That's the other thing, though, is I am a little worried about the fan attendance on Friday. Um, just because we're coming off of that, just obviously the Baylor game was just gross, and a lot of people probably didn't watch the whole game, didn't want to watch the whole game. I sure as hell didn't want to watch the whole game, but I flew all the way to Waco to do it. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a space
Also,
game, so it should be fine. But again,
also a
like,
lot going on in town too. Other events.
right. So, but this is a
So
big one. Like, I have a question for you because I was talking about this today. So we absolutely have to win this game if we want to make a bowl game. If we want to go 6-6, this is a must
what do you
win.
mean? We're
So
gonna beat Texas Tech and Lubbock.
we are not. We're not beating Texas Tech and Lubbock, and we're not beating BYU. So we have to win this game if we want to make a bowl game. My question to you though is, do you want to make a bowl game? Because I'm not sure that I do.
Yes, only for the
Like,
fact that
I'll
I think
always
it's
take
good
an extra
momentum.
game. See, I don't. I think in this era of college football, it does not matter.
Let's be real. We don't have anyone that's gonna opt out of the bowl game.
No, but we have a lot of people that aren't going to be on the roster next year,
I
or a
think
lot of
this
people
is
on the
where
roster that are not currently on it.
I like the bowl game just for the fact that like it gives our coaching staff another opportunity to see what we have going into the
Yeah,
offseason.
I hear you. I don't know.
And
I
if
just
it's
like in my worst nightmare, it's just like we end up playing like USF and just get mollywopped by 40.
yeah,
That's your worst
So
nightmare?
yeah, yeah,
My
that's a pretty
worst
bad one.
nightmare is that friggin' West Virginia somehow becomes bowl eligible and comes and smacks our ass again.
No, I'm perfectly okay with that.
I'm fine
One
with
and
that.
one. And then we could just blame opt-outs and shit. Who cares? We already beat them when it mattered.
Look,
I, I
I'm 50-50 on the whole bowl thing because I think,
It's just
okay, having another bowl game under our belt, great. More, even it could be even more if you're not opting out, it could be more exposure for a senior if they want to go play in for the Storm or something like that. But at the same time, do I really want to, go out of my way to watch two very mediocre college football teams play in like the Independence Bowl or something? Like I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that but the third thing that's pulling at me is that we are such a I don't know. Are we good? Are we bad? A good bad team, mediocre team? We're a terrible team that wins big sometimes. I don't even know what we are. Uh, would it be nice to have a bowl win to cap off this season? I think it would be nice. But
sure.
the risk of that is that you could lose. And then if you lose, terribly, then it's like, okay, then what the hell did we do that for? But I don't know. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe it's just maybe for the fans, they just want another episode of Dudes on the Mall. That's what they want.
Hey, we'll
they
give
want
it
the
to
hot wing challenge.
them. They won the Halloween challenge. That's true.
That is true for the bowl eligibility.
Ooh, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be able. That's tough. I forgot about that. I don't know. My one thing for the bowl game though is not for the bowl game. If we make a bowl game, I'm requesting that it be out of state. That's all I want. Because if it's in state, we're going. If it's in state, it's gonna be like the friggin' Boca Raton Bowl
It's
on
either
like
Boca or Gasparilla.
December 18th, which is gonna be like a Tuesday. And I'm gonna have to like take the day off. We're gonna have to drive there and back, maybe get a hotel, like all this stuff. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Put me in friggin' Kansas, Nebraska. I don't care. Put me somewhere. Just anywhere over here. The Cure Bowl, I'd be okay with. That's fine. Anywhere else?
I do know that we can play in the Cure Bowl, but for the Cure Bowl perspective, I learned that it is their like absolute nightmare scenario to have us play in the Cure Bowl, even
Really?
though they would
Why?
sell a lot of tickets. Because it's more of a tourism play, and they want the people to come stay in the hotels and stuff. And granted, UTSA is not bring in, call it 5,000 fans. If we played in the Cure Bowl, they're going to sell the most tickets they've ever sold, but they're not going to get that tourism
That
drive.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Not saying it's not possible, but it's highly unlikely.
Well,
Well,
cross that
dude of
bridge
the
when we
week.
get there.
Yeah.
Dude of the week.
Dude of the week. I actually think Josh won.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at
Back on the board, baby. This guy
that.
eating a lot of meat. He's eating a lot of meat. And that the people love the meat. I tell you what.
People loved it. We got a neck and neck race here, boys. It's Brandon and myself at 5, and Josh is at 4.
Look at that. It's getting
Anybody's ball
chippy.
game.
It's anybody's ball game here at Dudes on the Mall. So that means I get to start.
Yes,
Awesome.
that's how we
All
do
right.
it around here.
My dude of the week. So I was thinking, going back and forth, do I really want to take, something from the trip or do I want to see something different? I'm going to take something a little bit different. Something that I saw on Twitter the other day. I'm actually sending this to your phones right now.
Okay.
My dude of the week is going to be this guy. The reason why is because I was pissing laughing when I saw this happen. So some seventh tier English football
Oh,
club
I saw this.
somewhere out in England. It's just a nobody team. But they're professional soccer players. My dude of the week is going to be their mascot. And the reason why is because this mascot showed up to work absolutely hammered. I mean, piss drunk, like just not couldn't even walk in a straight line. The mascot got ejected, so he was removed from the pitch. And the video of him on Twitter being unsteady and still trying to rile up fans, and he tripped over the freaking wall. It's great. Like he throws his arm up, woo, and then just completely is just stumbling. Like the guy is absolutely plastered. So yeah, dude of the week is gonna be it's gonna be drunk mascot over in England.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I did not see that. That's crazy.
That's a good one. I was pretty good at that.
Brandon, you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. So I was gonna go with something from the trip, um, but as Josh was talking about that, I remembered I had something else that I had bookmarked. I'm gonna pivot here. So mine comes from the Chicago O'Hare Airport. Um, Guy this past week was at the Chili's here inside the airport.
Oh, I saw.
Um, and he's sitting there and he strikes up a conversation with this guy, and the guy sitting next to him is not flying anywhere. He just stopped at the airport to go to Chili's just to get a drink. um, so instead of just going to a Chili's that you could find anywhere, he said, you know what, I'm gonna go to the O'Hare Airport, pay to park my car, go inside, fight everyone to go to the Chili's. And yeah, that's be my due to the week, because that's a lot to go through to go to a Chili's.
Wasn't I thought I saw this too, and wasn't the Chili's like past security?
Yes, the Chili's is
So
past
he,
security.
but you have to have a ticket to get past security.
Wait, no, no, it's not past security.
Oh, okay.
I thought it
No, no,
was
no,
past
no,
security.
I thought I
because
saw
he
something that it was past security, and I was like, so this dude bought a plane ticket to go to Chile.
no, he went to Chili's, but he didn't. He doesn't have a boarding pass for anywhere. Well, at least confirmed, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
Either
He's
way,
just hanging at Chili's in the airport.
Mad respect.
that's funny. All right. Well, since you guys didn't take anybody from the trip, I get my pick of the litter here. And honestly, I have no idea who to pick. So, would you guys like to help me out? You
I
know
guess
my list.
it's got to be a little.
You like the food runner?
No, oh no, I was doing the
Scratch and sniff.
yeah, scratch and
Oh
sniff.
no, we can't do the scratch sniff.
He'd be the manager at the
All
restaurant.
right.
The manager with the hot
The
sauce.
manager of the restaurant
The
was
hot
good. I mean,
sauce.
I'm kind of in between the flight attendant or the food runner.
I think Food Runner is pretty out of
I
pocket.
think yeah.
The food runner was pretty out
Yeah,
of pocket. Should we go with
I,
that one? All right.
I
All
think
right.
that's a
So
good
my
one.
all right. So my dude of the week is gonna be the food runner. We stopped at what the hell's the name of the restaurant? Nymphas.
Memphis.
Nymphas.
Yeah. So anyways, after the game, we went to a bar. We were hanging out there. We were recommended the Mexican restaurant by Josh's doctor, who was the dude of the week a couple weeks ago. So ended up at the Mexican restaurant. It was very good. Josh and I both had tacos, and Brandon had, what did you have?
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas,
Enchiladas, yeah.
nice. Um, I ordered chicken tacos along with Josh. I ended up getting beef tacos, but that's okay. It's fine. They were really good. But the dude of the week is gonna be the food runner who comes out. He's got our food, and he just starts blabbering, dude. He goes, first off, he goes, "Oh, where's UCF, Colorado?" And I was like, "No, like no, Orlando." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And then starts talking. He basically starts going on a tangent about Baylor people and how they're kind of weird, and he didn't really like them very much. And he had a lot of stories, and a lot of them were out of pocket, and I really won't go into them because some of them were pretty explicit. Um, but this dude just started telling us stories and trusting us like we had been his best friends for like 25 years. Like he just wouldn't. He just kept going and started talking about like some stuff he used to do in college and like all this other stuff. And first off, this guy definitely didn't go to college. He definitely just like hung around college while his friends were in college, you know? Um, so yeah, I just had to be there. This dude talked to us for probably what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
It
$5.
felt like an
Like
hour.
it felt so long. We were just like, dude, and we got hot plates food sitting in front of us. We're like, bro, you need to leave. So that would be my dude of the week is the food runner
He
at
did mention
Nymphas.
he was 3 years sober, drugs and alcohol.
He was
And good for
sober.
him.
Yeah.
I think he might have been on drugs because he might have just been fooling himself. There's no way.
Okay.
My favorite thing he said was, yeah, you get people from Baylor coming in saying, "Oh, I got suspended for X." Meanwhile, I was doing Y, which was way worse. I'm just like, man,
Yeah. He
this guy.
basically was calling all Baylor fans like soft and a cult.
Yeah.
Like, so,
Uh,
Um,
we had plenty of
honorary.
meanwhile,
fun.
it was in downtown Waco, like
Yeah.
middle. We were surrounded by Baylor people.
All right. We had a couple
Uh,
of mentions, right? So yeah,
So many.
the flight attendant on the flight.
Flight
So
attendant, free drinks.
she came over to us just randomly. Like there was no well, there was prompting because all right, I'll put the hand up. I was a little hammered for the flight, just a little bit.
We
Okay.
were all
We were all a little hammered. All right. I had a cup, I had a two double Jameson gin, or no, sorry, two double Maker's Mark in ginger ales before we got on the plane. So I was feeling it. I was feeling good. Felt bad. I was making fun of the guy behind me, but then he came up to me, started talking ball. So I was like, ah, shit, now I feel bad. But when we
We need to talk about that guy too. He looked like you in 20 years.
watch it, buddy. But he was nice. He was nice. He was sweet. They were going to the game too, so like it was really cool. But we first off, I sit down in my aisle, my seat. I'm singing aisle, and people are just walking by, because I travel a lot for work, as everyone's very well aware. I'm in Corpus Christi right now. I have a lot of, I've got status with Southwest, so I get priority boarding, all that good stuff. So I'm on the plane first. I said, all right, I'll try to save seats. If not, then we don't care. We'll sit wherever. But I'm people are coming boarding on the plane, whatever, and then all of a sudden, this one girl comes up to me and asks if the seats are taken, and I peek, and then I see Justin's like kind of popping his head in, but he's not like in the plane yet. But I see that he's there, and I was just like, "Oh no, no, sorry. Hey, come sit over here." I'm talking to nobody. I'm like, "Hey, come. I'm right. I got seats for you." Justin doesn't see me. Nobody sees me. I'm like, "Come on over here." So we come in. Justin takes the aisle, the window seat. I had another aisle seat next to me, and I was like, "Oh, here you go, Brandon." And Brandon's like, "Nah, we're gonna sit in the middle." So Brandon
Best
sits.
decision I made.
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. We had a hoot on the flight. But then the flight attendants, everybody gets boarded. She starts going, they all start doing the safety spiel. And of course, I've been on so many flights recently. I got the shit memorized. So like as they're going through, I'm doing all the gestures and everything. And make sure you do that. Oh, we got your life vest. Make sure you can blow into the tube if it doesn't inflate when you pull the tab. After that, the flight attendant comes up and she's just like, "Hey, y'all got good form," and then walks away.
He knows form.
So unproud. It was in passing. She didn't even stop. She was just like, "Oh, great form." Kept
It
going.
just kept going. And then later on in the flight, just comes up to us, "Hey, you guys want drinks?" I'm like, sure.
Hell yeah.
Um,
That's funny.
One of my honorable mention was going to be the bartender at the lobby bar when we were watching the World Series. The Marriott has a. This is who I was going to do for Dude of the Week. The Marriott has a lounge that Josh is a member of that you can get like free food and drinks from, which apparently is only closed when we are there and it's dark in Dallas. It's open all other times and days, but when we're there, it's not open. So Josh asks for a Pepsi, and the guy's looking behind the bar. There's nothing back there. So what does he do? He goes into the lounge where the free drinks are, opens it up to bring Josh his Pepsi from the lounge where it would be free. Otherwise, behind the bar that you have to pay for stuff. That was funny.
That was funny.
That's
Thank
funny.
God he didn't charge you for that. Because if he tried to charge you for that, I would have been like, "Yo,
I would have paid. Like, there's no way in hell.
Like,
I would have paid.
I'm allowed in there. It's just closed."
I would have pulled Trig right on the bar. Just be like, "Here's your." Justin, what about the other bartender?
Other
Yeah,
honorary
two
mention.
honorable mentions for me. One, well, two remaining, I guess. One being the dude in the Cowboys hat that like he was being kind of loud, and we're like 90% sure he worked there.
He had a name tag. He had a name tag.
He did have a name tag, but anyways, we're like sitting there, just like I have a beer. Josh has his free Pepsi. We're just sitting at the bar watching the World Series, and he walks behind the bar. And he'd been kind of loud, like we'd heard him around for a minute. And he walks back there and he just opens up one of the cabinet and he goes, "Hey, y'all know what grenadine looks like?" And then so we're just standing up at the bar, like helping him look through all the cabinets trying to find the grenadine. And then eventually he looks at one of the coolers and he finds like watermelon syrup and he goes, close enough. Pours it into his drink and then he's like, y'all have a blessed night and walked away. We were like, all right, cool. So that was good. And then my other honorable mention going to be the corn dog lady at the stadium. Josh and I, probably like midway through the third quarter, something like that. I was like, I want a corn dog. Josh was like, I'll get another one. Shoot. We walk over there. There's two corn dogs left in the heater. This lady's like packing up her cart, whatever. And I was like, hey, I'll just take those two corn dogs. And then she hands them to me. I try to hand her my credit card. She's like, no, you're good. I was like, cool, thanks. And we needed that at that point. We were down probably what, 23-3 at that point. I needed something. Take the edge off.
Yeah.
Because they don't sell beer there.
They do not. No, they sell sweet tea that's really sugar water.
Yeah.
Uh, a couple other honorary I had. Gonna be the scratch and sniff guy.
Sure.
Also the custodial worker outside of the airport that Josh became
Ooh.
friends with.
Oh. made that dude's night.
I did. Hey, I made that guy's night. All right.
That's how you know that Josh was hammered, though.
No, I was sober by that point. That was just me having a good time. So we're walking by, just we exited the plane or whatever. We exit the airport. There's a guy just sweeping up. We're just talking about something, and there's like a little just hit of silence, and then I just look over at this guy sweeping, and I'm just like, "Hey man, you have a good night." He's just like,
He like
oh,
took his
thank you.
AirPod out. He was like,
Like, oh, I was like, oh, thank you. He goes back. I was like, I just made that guy's night. Okay, that guy, he could have been having the worst day of his life, and I just made it better. So
that was funny.
On the picks.
On the picks.
we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we want to switch the order
I'll
up?
just
What do we want?
I'll just run through mine really quick. What I
Still
thought was
matter.
good. Yeah, might as well be. I was close to a breakthrough this week. I really was. Just it didn't happen. I ended up going 4-5, so we're getting there. Losers, Vandy, tough loss. Wake got blown out by FSU. Georgia Tech lost outright to NC State. Tulane with an abysmal showing against UTSA, and Western Michigan did not cover against Central, but I believe they won by like 3. A couple winners: Indiana, easy winner. Nebraska, USC under, that was good. UAB Yukon under, that was good. And the Marshall Coastal over Sword. So season total 34, 59, and 1.
All right.
Mm.
So I had the exact same week as Brandon. I also went 4-5. But I was super mad because there's no sports betting in Texas, so I took all of my plays Friday before leaving, and come to find out that I just forgot to take one of my winners. So I really went 3-5, but it's fine. So we'll knock the losers out of the way. UNT Navy over 65.5, not even close. Georgia Tech -5.5, losing outright to NC State. Tennessee -3, losing outright to Oklahoma, and Hawaii +2.5. Losing, I don't know how much they lost by, but San Jose State. And then the worst one was the team that's coming to Orlando this week, the Houston Cougars. 2 touchdown favorites against West Virginia, losing outright at home after being ranked. What is going on? We saw that team. I saw that team with my own eyes, with my own damn eyes. They can't throw the ball, and they're out here winning games. What's going on?
I think you said this exact same thing last week, minus the winning games part.
Here you go. I don't know. So you'll never guess what's on my card this week.
West Virginia spread.
Yes.
I'm debating about it. I'm debating it. But my winners last week, UNC Syracuse under 45.5. The ass under continues to, I think it's 2-0 now. So that's what I'm calling the play now, is the ass under. Duke Clemson over 55.5. Both teams almost hit that over themselves. That was the easiest over I've ever taken in my life. I think the final score was 46-45. So that's 91 points, almost doubled it. Texas Tech -7 against K-State, easy one there. And then Mississippi State +4.5, outright winners. Too many points of the week. Come on. So that brings my season total to 46, 51, and 1.
About 500.
No,
Oh, they said 45. Never mind. My mistake. I don't know why I thought I heard
45 would
45.
be. No, 46, 51, and 1.
Got it.
Yeah. Close.
I had a stroke. I was in stockyards.
Stockyards. Yeah, I can't believe that these guys would confuse Fort Worth with Waco like that. All right, so crazy enough, we all three had very similar weeks. Mine was a little bit worse. I went 4 and 6. I had an extra play in there. Perfect parlay died on Saturday. That wasn't fun. What sucked is that the perfect parlay was alive because Friday I had LT -6.5 against Sam Houston, 16.5 against Sam Houston. So after Halloween night, vibes are high, like, ooh, perfect parlay's alive, and then all of a sudden, dreams get ripped out. But it is what it is. Let's talk some losers here. Hawaii +2.5. Yeah, it was never the Rainbow Warriors. What were we thinking there? Wazoo -3.5. The Beavs beat them. What? Makes no sense to me, but whatever.
We need a rubber match now.
Yeah, we need a rubber match. We do. Kansas -24.5 against OK State. Nope. 17-point win for Kansas, so that died. Georgia -7.5 against Florida. Would have been nice to have, a couple more points there, Georgia. What are we doing there? They were losing a lot of the game, which was crazy. We had it on the TV at the bar. But, yeah, not good. Vandy +1.5 against Texas. Pour one out for the homies. Not good there. And then Tulane -3.5 against UTSA. What a just piss poor performance by the Green Wave there. So that was not good. But let's talk some winners here. Over 55.5 in Utah and Cincy. Final was 45-14, so they covered that pretty nicely. Kind of close. Arizona -4.5 against Colorado. What an absolute ass whooping that was put on by Arizona. We even had it on in the hotel lobby. Actually, bartender guy, not the first bartender, the
Grenadine guy. Yeah.
The Grenadine guy.
The Grenadine guy, yeah. He was talking about Deion Sanders and stuff. He was like, "Oh, they're bad," or whatever. He was saying some random stuff. He might have been hammered on the job. Anyway, so -4.5 there. They won 52-17. That's an easy cover. Texas Tech -7 against K-State. Was sweating it in the first half a little bit. Was sweating in the first half a little bit. But then they started, kind of rolling there. So, yeah, 43-20 final there. And then I had Ohio State -20.5 against Penn State. They won 38-14. That one was kind of close too, but ultimately they pulled away and were able to cover. Giving me a 4 and 6 record this week with a season total of 37, 47, and 1.
Tough. We're down bad.
Horrendous.
We're down bad. Maybe we need to find a new hobby.
We definitely need to find a new hobby.
I'll run through my picks really quick. I'm not going to say I sit here and like my card because I say that every week. So I'm just going to be prepared for it to be a loser. It's all mindset. So this week, watched Tulane play last week. Was really bad. So I'm going to take Memphis -4.5 against Tulane.
Good pick.
I think Indiana continues to be a wagon. I'm going to take Indiana -14.5 against Penn State.
Oh, no. Jacob.
Oh,
no.
They can still win.
we
They just won't
won.
cover.
No, we won last time. We won last time.
We did. You're right.
We did.
We won last time.
The UDR is 1-0 and it's the last one.
This team might be the best offense in the nation. I'm going to take WVU -6.5 against Colorado.
Good pick. That was purely if you can't beat them, join them.
Brandon, I just want to say you've said 3 picks right now, and I have all 3 of them. So
I have 2 of the 3.
So this next one, I wanted to take the spread, but I just don't know. And then the rankings came out, and I was also confused by it. BYU's 10-point dogs at Texas Tech. I took the over. I'm taking over 52.5.
I did not. I did not.
Okay.
I do have a
Um,
play in that game,
so
though. I have a play in that
I
game,
don't.
not the over.
I'm gonna say I don't think we're clear yet. I'm gonna take Iowa +6 against Oregon.
Nope. Nope.
Brandon, I would say God, dude.
Um, I'm gonna, I'm gonna take Syracuse +28.5 against Miami.
No.
No, okay,
Nope.
got one there.
That's an
Yeah,
hour.
there.
Got one there. I'm gonna take A&M -7 against Missouri. Oh boy. I
Three.
got two more. I got TCU -6.5 against Iowa State,
Nope.
No.
and I have the Air Force and San Jose State under 67.
No. Is that a record?
That
3?
might be record 3. Dude, Mike is gonna be having a field day.
So
Oh.
to be fair, this may have one of them may have an asterisk because one of the picks is in the perfect parlay. So
Oh. That
doesn't
still counts though, I think.
it does count? Okay.
I
Well,
think it
I
counts.
think it counts.
I think it counts.
well, go
So what
ahead
is it?
and
It's West Virginia spread, Indiana spread, and A&M spread?
A&M spread. Yeah.
Jeez. The West Virginia spread is crazy. I thought there was no way you guys were on that. I
Dude, I
literally
saw
picked it
that,
because I was
my
like,
eyes
yeah,
lit
whatever.
up.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I have I have 10 plays this week. And I'm pretty sure like 8 of them are duplicates with Brandon. So um just go top to bottom. Mississippi State riding with the band or with the wagon. They're not winning games, but they're covering spreads. So I'm gonna take them +8.5 against Georgia, hosting Georgia.
You got
Um,
that at 8.5.
8.5. Change it
Good pick.
up. Good pick.
Good pick.
All right, duplicate with Brandon. I was in the same boat as him. I did have BYU +10. Then I was like, I don't really like this line, so I'm just gonna take the over 52.5. Another duplicate, West Virginia -6, UDR, sorry, 6.5. Can't beat them, join them. 2 weeks in a row they banged me, so might as well take them and they can
They're
bang
gonna
me
do it a
again.
third
We'll see.
week in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. Another UDR, Indiana -14.5. They are in Happy Valley, but Penn State's just down bad, so hopefully they can cover that. Another UDR, Texas A&M -7. Bo Pribula is out. That's the main reason that I took this line. They're starting their true freshman quarterback, so um, another duplicate with Brandon, Iowa +6, hosting Oregon. Iowa's a good team. Don't sleep on Iowa. They're a good team, and Oregon is not a good team. So I'm going to continue with the ass under. It's 3 weeks in a row. It's 2-0 so far. The ass under this week is going to be Stanford and UNC under 41.5.
That's low.
That's very low, but they've been low 2 weeks in a row. So moving on, I'm going to take FSU and Clemson over 56. I think that line is a little low for me, and I think both those teams are trash, but they have kind of decent offenses, so should be able to hit that there. 2 more plays. My too many points of the week. Got a good one here. I'm going to take the Navy midshipmen +26.5 at Notre Dame.
I like that
Good
one.
pick. That's a good. I don't have that, but that's a good pick.
I think they just slow the game down enough to cover that. I think, I think that's a really good line. It's going to be close, but I think they could slow the game down enough to cover it. So,
Rank
and
Navy.
then ranked Navy. And then my final pick, this one doesn't make sense to me at all. UNLV is 6-2 and Colorado State is 2-6. And UNLV is only 4.5 point favorites. It is at Colorado State, but I'm going to take the Rebels -4.5. So,
Alrighty. Well, some of the stuff you've already heard before. This will be the third time hearing it. I do. So this is a genuine. I do have a little bit of a smaller card this week. I only have seven plays, and is what also a perfect parlay. So we're going to kind of control the card here. We're going to see what we can go, and I mean, we're already 0-3, so it doesn't matter. Memphis
here's a guy
-4.5.
with some self-control.
What? Hey, after all of the, you want to hear a thing about self-control? All of the food, alcohol, drinks that I've consumed this weekend, I need a little bit of self-control. Because I tell you what, I can still hear this pain and suffering that's coming from that bathroom over there. Let's talk picks here. Memphis -4.5, duplicate with Brandon. Tulane looked like absolute dookie trash last week, so we gotta wrap with Memphis there. Give me BYU plus 10 against Texas Tech. I think that 10 is too many points. I don't think
That is a lot of
BYU is going
points.
to win the football game. I think that BYU will cover the spread. It'll be a touchdown loss, or it may even push, may even be a 10-point loss. But I just think that's too many points for BYU because that is another solid football team. Temple and Army, give me under 46 and a half. They ain't gonna score points. Plain and simple. 46 and a half is a pretty solid line to take an under. West Virginia minus 6.5 against Colorado. UDR, sorry about it. Indiana minus 14.5 against Penn State. UDR, sorry about it. All right, boys, we're back on my bullshit. Y'all ready?
I will under.
Give me the under in Oregon and Iowa. 40 and a half. I think Oregon is going to win this game 14-0.
Oregon's gonna win the game?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Oregon's going to win the game 14-0.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. Give me
Iowa scores.
sorry. Give me 21-20. That's what I'll give. But Oregon's going to win on some
That's
bull.
fine. I covered there. That's fine.
And then
I don't
we're
think
gonna,
Oregon's that good of a team, but anyway.
they're not. No, they play Wisconsin. They barely, put anything on them. Which is
Tried
why I went
watching.
with the under. I went with the under, 44 and a half. So it doesn't matter what happens there.
We're so back. I unders are back.
Give me Vanderbilt minus 6.5 against Auburn. I have to. This will be the last week I take it if it doesn't hit. But the Vanderbilt team, they're a wagon. I really wanna continue this ride. So give me Vanderbilt minus 6.5. And then we have a 4-leg perfect parlay that's at plus 1231. There is a theme to this perfect parlay. The theme of this perfect parlay is ESPN lovers, we'll call it. You guys want to guess what each one of the legs has in common?
They're all SEC.
They're an
teams.
SEC school.
All SEC games, all 4 of them. Florida and Kentucky, give me over 43.5. I think that line's a little bit low. I think that they can cross that threshold. So 43.5 for Florida and Kentucky. LSU and Bama, give me over 49.5. I think there will be points scored in that game. This is where A&M minus 7 comes into play against Mizzou. And then I also have Mississippi State now at plus 8.5. I had it at plus 8 against Georgia because I want to ride that kind of high of Mississippi State.
They're cooking, man.
They're cooking.
They're not winning, but they're covering.
They're covering. So 4 legs, over 43.5 in Florida, Kentucky, over 49.5 in LSU and Bama, A&M minus 7 against Mizzou, and then Mississippi State plus 8.5 against Georgia. If you are an ESPN exec, you are absolutely loving this perfect parlay.
You're also the scum of the earth, and I hope that everybody at ESPN just has a really bad day tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely.
And the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that.
Absolutely. Which part of the reason that I took this parlay is because I know that Mike is going to take the RPP, and that in turn, someone will win money.
You're not going to be able to watch a single leg of this or perfect parlay.
That's not true. That's not true. I can watch it. You know why?
How?
Because illegal streaming exists. All
Yes,
right.
there you
There we
go. They can never kill Stream East.
They may have won the battle, but they haven't lost the war.
Well, it is Space Game Week. It should be pretty exciting here. Friday night, 8 o'clock. It'll be very dark enough. It'll be dark at 5:30. Nothing better than tailgating in the dark at night, too. Always fun. Should be bumping. Let's see, 8 o'clock. So that makes it 6 o'clock for our friends in Boise. Currently, just double checked. We're down to a pick 'em with an over under of 47.5. Go Knights, charge on.
Georgia.
Charge on.